enormous treat for you now. Would you please, they're in a great warm welcome for Here Girl 2.
I thought you were going to let me know when you drew them curtains. Hello, boys and girls. It's panto time. Now, my name's Ada. Hey, ever heard of her? Oh, yeah. Well, we talk proper here from Fine. Is there anybody here from Earthenborough? Give us a six-fingered wave. Bless you. You see, they love this weather, all this wet weather we've had today, my ducks. I tell you, they do. No, they do, because with them web feet, they can't half get down the co-op quick. Bless them, eh? Bless them. No, we love them really. We really do. Now, as you know, it's been a while since I've been on here with a dress on. It's been a while since I've been anywhere with a dress on. Since them also shut, anyway. Right, now, what we're going to do, I'm going to tell you a little story about a mate of mine. And some of you are going to know him, and some of you went to school with him, didn't you? Did you? You know who it is? Yeah, how can you answer? Nick, is Nick here? You went to school with Dave Bradshaw, didn't you? Now, some of you finding folk, and maybe some of you are going to remember Dave Bradshaw, one of the best comedians we've ever had at the Star Hall. Of course, you know they call it Law's Lane on the maps. Well, here it's one word with no H's, Star Hall Hill. Now, we were on the stage one night, you've had to forgive it, I've hurt my leg. No, it's worse than that. Thank you. Oh, the old still work then after all these years, lovely. Yeah, we stood here and my mate said to me, are we going to let Dave get out of this problem on his own? Because he never remembered a line. Well, he remembered 4, but never 5 in a row. So I said, no, let's leave him to it. And he stood just here, and he looked at both of us when he forgot his words, and the prompt were in the pit, and he looked at me, and he looked at Kaz, and he just went, and then the prompt said the line, and he went, and she said it again, he went like that. She said it a 4th time, and he got down on his hands and knees, he said, you're allowed to speak, old duck, I can't hear you. I'd like to introduce one of my sisters. We've got a few sisters coming on board tonight, and this one's all the way from Ockendale, all the way from Wellingborough. Oh, well, lovely. I know. So a big warm welcome to my sister Sarah the cook.
Oh dear, I'm feeling horrible. Oh, I'm feeling terrible. I just had to lie down.
Have you?
I have. I've been reading Father Richard's book.
Oh.
It melted me Kindle.
Now this is where I wish we'd have scripted it, because I ain't got a clue what he's going to say. Go on then.
You know, I was reading one chapter, there's a little story in there about this, these 3 blokes, right, that were up in front of the magistrate. And the first bloke comes in, the magistrate calls him up, he said, what's your name? He said, John. He said, well, John, what are you up in front of me for? He said, well, I was in an adult bookshop, next to the magazines, with a big cigar, blowing smoke. He said, well, that's nothing to come against me for. You can go home. That's no problem at all. Off you go. Anyway, he calls the next one up. He said, what's your name? He said, my name's John. He said, oh. He said, well, what are you up against me for? He said, well, I was in an adult bookshop, near the magazines, with a big cigar, blowing smoke. He said, well, look, that's not a reason to stand in front of me. You go home, you're excused as well. Anyway, he calls the 3rd person up. He says, what's your name? No, let me guess. I bet it's John, isn't it? He said, no, it's Smoke.
So you're at the Castle Theatre this year?
I was at the Castle Theatre.
Sarah the cook.
That's right.
Oh, what a lovely theatre that is.
Oh, it's lovely.
Big theatre.
Oh, very big.
Dressing rooms are huge.
Massive.
But I bet you haven't got something I'm going to show you now, but you've never had one before. It's not a Wellingborough.
What's that?
Full house.
At least we didn't have to weed the foyer on the way in.
No, it's fair.
So it's the other sister, isn't it? The ugly one. The ugly one.
The ugly one.
Oh, she's very ugly.
The 3rd of 4.
The 3rd of 4. She's so ugly. Last Christmas, she stood under the mistletoe waiting for a kiss. She was still there at Lent.
Oh.
I'll go and introduce her for you. Are you there? Are you there, Twanky? Oh, Twanky's here.
Turn
youngest sister.
Oh.
She spends all her time washing and ironing. They say she's a bit of an old scrubber. You're not an old scrubber, are you? Oh, I like your hat.
Oh, when it's fresh.
I know, fresh little wig like that with the washing line on the top. You look very beautiful.
I nicked it off the Simpsons set.
I told you she was ugly, didn't I? She's got a smile like a crack in a septic tank, haven't you?
You cheeky bugger.
We said we got to give our piano player a coup, didn't we?
We did.
Yeah, we said we'd give her a coup.
We could.
What could will that be then?
Now!
There is nothing like a dame, nothing in the world. There is nothing you can name that is anything like a dame. We've got makeup on our face, we've got high heels on our feet.
We've got dresses fit for queens and our boobs are kind of neat.
We get shaving from our stockings and our pants are really tight. But our tight pants
Restrict our movement.
okay. You ready? This is study.
Sisters, sisters, there were never such devoted sisters. Never had to have a chaperone, no sir. We always kept our eye on her, caring, sharing every little thing that we are wearing.
When a certain gentleman arrived from Rome,
We wore the dress and we stayed home in all kinds of weather.
they tried to split us up, but no one can.
And Lord help the sister will come between me and my man.
Have you had a thought? Have you had a thought?
You want to see my Madonna impression?
Oh, well, lovely. I'll tell you what. No, please take the limelight. Please take the limelight. Because David needs really good shot the centre of the Bishop of Peterborough. Now. Okay. Now, I'd like you to come back. I would like to introduce the oldest sister. Only by about 3 weeks, though, ain't it? About 3 weeks, which scares me about more. All 3 weeks. I have these worries about that, you see, with only 3 weeks between us. But I can't, and I grew any further. I'd like to now. We've got Widow Twanky over there. We've got Sarah the cook, and now the interesting.
Salam alaikum, Vicar.
Carry on. They wouldn't let you through an airport like that. Come here, now, this is our lovely sister, Maria. The sound of music. Mind you, I've read a book and she ain't no novice, is she? Let's be honest. Now, the reason she's late, which we just found out, late, I asked. Hello? I don't know what it is, but it needs a good iron. The reason she's Mrs. Lacey's, she were making the fire up at the convent. She were making the fire, stoking it she were. She put the peppers in, she put the, what do they call it, kindling? You know, the kindling, put the kindling in, and then went to light it, and the bellows had broke. So, she spent all night on her knees blowing. Now! We all love our panto time with our grease paint and our glitz.
We all love to put a frock on and strap on a parent.
Whoa. That's all right. Can you just, look, we ain't got long till the interval, just talk amongst yourselves. What we do, when he says, you stop him saying tits. Yeah, that's right. Shall we start that bit again? Now, we all love our panto time with our grease paint and our glitz.
We all